Hi my loves, it's Gabrielle Océane, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a get to know me video. So I'm going to be telling you all my favorites, and I have my journal here with me, and I'm just going to read the page at the start, which is my favorites. But first, let me show you this little doodle that I did, this little drawing. Very proud of it. It looks so cute. It's an ocean wave with a dolphin and a sun, and it just looks really cute. And it's inspired by my love for the ocean. That's why I gave myself the middle name Océane. It means from the ocean, and it's French, so it matches my first name as well because my first name is French. But yeah, I just love the ocean, so I was looking for ocean themed names, and I remember a girl that I used to go to school with had that name, and then I used to listen to a French singer who also had that name. And I was like, Océane is the perfect name for me. So I gave myself the middle name Océane because my parents didn't give me a middle name. So I think it's beautiful that I get to name myself. And I'm turning 25 literally in like what, next week? Or like a bit over a week. So yeah, everything is just perfect. But let's get on with the video. I'm going to be doing a cute makeup look as well at the same time. So let's get glam and I'll tell you my favorites. So today we are going to be using Rimmel London's Kind and Free Skin Tint in the shade 504 Deep Mocha. Okay, so the first favorite is what's my favorite color, and my favorite color is aqua blue. I literally have so many aqua blue things. I'm doing my Capiche shell wall. I made two of them, and I need to make two more to fill in the gaps. But yeah, and I'm wearing an aqua blue top. I have an aqua blue necklace. Aqua blue is my all-time favorite color. It literally speaks to my soul. It's so beautiful. It's the perfect shade of ocean blue. So yeah, it's my favorite color ever. And one day when I get married, I want to have a very light shade of aqua blue as my wedding dress. I've never been the type to want a white wedding dress. I never saw that for me because it's not my tradition. I don't care for it. I'm not just gonna blindly follow a tradition. I'm gonna do what I want to do in life, and one of them is have a colored wedding dress. So I'm gonna have a very light shade of aqua blue as my wedding dress and for like all the events concerning the wedding. So yeah, aqua blue. My favorite season is the next favorite. So my favorite season is summer. I love the summertime. I thrive in the sun. So we are going into spring now, since it's March now. Today's March 10th. Oh, so my birthday is exactly in 9 days. But yeah, so days are getting brighter and longer, and I'm loving it. And I feel like everybody's mood is getting better too. That's what the sun does to us. It makes us more happy. So yeah, my favorite season is summer. I just love the warmth, the vibes, the happiness, the joy, all of it. I really like using this skin tint because it gives you coverage, but it also looks natural. Like, it makes your skin look natural. It's giving my skin but better vibes, and I really like that. Okay, I think that's enough blending now. I'm gonna move on to my concealer. So the concealer that I use is NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum, and the shade is Deep Golden. I'm just gonna put that on a brush. Okay, so my next favorite is flower, and I adore flowers. I really do. My favorite flower is a rose. I think they are so beautiful, and there's so many different types of roses, like style wise and color wise. I just love roses. So roses are my favorite flower, but I also really love hibiscus, orchids, lilies. I really love flowers. So yeah, a rose is my favorite flower. And then the next favorite is hobbies and passion. Fashion, beauty, and arts and crafts. I've always been a very creative person, and I think my dad is the one that opened my sisters and I to creativity, because he would always paint with us. He's an artist, and he paints beautiful paintings. So yeah, he was always showing us like the world of creativity and making us draw and paint. And he would literally print out like fashion mannequins so that I could draw designs on them, and I just loved like designing clothes on them. So yeah, I'm very creative. I love and adore creativity. I was making jewelry last year, and I don't know when I'm gonna start that back up again, but I don't think I should just stop. I think I should start it up sometime again. I used to sell them beautiful flower necklaces and earrings. I used to sew as well and upcycle clothing, and I really enjoyed doing that, and I used to sell them as well, and people used to buy. So I've always just loved creating things. So yeah, I finished my master's last year. I went to study fashion marketing because I wanted to get back into the world of fashion, but I knew that like becoming a fashion designer was just a bit too long-winded for me. Even though I love designing and drawing and all that stuff, I don't think that I have the strong drive to be a fashion designer and like own a clothing brand from scratch. I definitely would love to have a clothing brand in the future, but with a lot of help, and maybe just designing the clothes and then getting it manufactured and sending like my designs off to the manufacturer. Maybe I could do it that way. I'm just gonna let the concealer here dry for a bit before I blend it. And also the lighting might be inconsistent, obviously, because I'm using natural sunlight and it's like fluctuating, it goes and it comes. So the lighting will change throughout the video. So yeah, next favorite is singer. My favorite singer of all time is Kali Uchis, and I discovered her like a few years ago, and her music is just incredible. Her voice is incredible. I adore her. She writes a lot of her music, which is something that I really love about her, and produces it. Like, she chooses the sound, the creative direction, all of that, and I really, really, really adore how connected she is to her music. I was watching an interview that she did, and she said that she's very connected to her music. That's why she writes all her own music and is very, what's that word, particular with who she works with, like producer wise and all of that, and how she's just really connected to her music, and it's something that means a lot to her, which is something that I appreciate, because it means when I listen to her music, I know that it's from her mind. And it doesn't have much other influence from anyone else. And she used to play instruments. She was in jazz band, something that she took very seriously. Yeah, and you can just hear the jazzy influences through her music. She does like R&B, neo soul, psychedelic music, jazz, doo-wop, retro pop. I just love her music, and she's very versatile. She does Latin music too, so like reggaeton and yeah, different genres. And I just really, really love that, because it's like you can have a different mood. You can listen to her music for whatever mood you're in. And I just love that. And I will tell you like my favorite song and albums and stuff. I do have a CD here of her Red Moon in Venus album. And it's honestly my favorite album of hers. I love Red Moon and Venus. I love Sin Miedo. I love Isolation. I love Orquídeas. I love Sincerely. I'm just listing her whole discography because I really do love her whole discography. I will include a playlist of hers that I made with the songs that I like in order, and I would say my top 5 or top 10 of the playlist are in order of what I love, like number 1 to 10 from highest to lowest, and then I've just jumbled the rest of her songs up in the rest of the playlist. So if you ever wanted to know what my favorite songs of hers are, they're ordered in the playlist. Next is music genre. So my favorite music genre is R&B and neo soul. I love those 2 genres, but I do love a whole bunch of genres. I also love African music and Caribbean music. Yeah, just a whole bunch of things. I love French music, Latin music. I listen to a very wide range. Okay, so the next favorite is my favorite fragrance, and my favorite fragrance is Pink Dawn by H&M. And I work at H&M right now, so I was at work and one of my colleagues, we hugged each other and I was like, oh my god, I love your fragrance, like your perfume, what is it? And she's like, look, we have a new perfume. And I was like, oh my god, I need to buy that now, because I've been looking for a signature scent. And I used to love Royal Vanilla by Mancera, and that was my favorite perfume for about a year or so. And I've been looking for my signature scent, my signature perfume that I can wear daily. And I tried a whole bunch of perfumes and nothing was really sticking. I didn't really love them. And then here comes Pink Dawn by H&M, and I will read you the notes. So the top notes are mandarin, lychee and red currant. Mid notes are rose, geranium and raspberry. And then the base notes are vanilla and musks. And when I tell you it smells incredible, it smells incredible. I'm literally addicted, and I'll just be spraying it and spraying it and spraying it throughout the day. Let me even spray some now. I bought some for my little sister as well, my younger sister. It smells incredible. It's like sweet. You get the sweetness of the vanilla and lychee, and then you get the rose and the musks and the other like fruity notes. I love it. So yeah, I bought one box specifically to just keep forever, just in case, God forbid, they ever go out of production. I hope not. Now I'm going to take my one size powder. Now, this powder is literally finished. This is 2 grams. I don't think we should be even making sample sizes that small. So I'm literally like grasping whatever the hell I can grasp out of this. But luckily, when my family were in Paris, because my mum works in Paris now, amazing. So now I can be going to Paris every other day. My parents got me the 34 gram one of this. It is one size, ultra pink powder, best setting powder I've used ever. I used to use a yellow setting powder, and then I got this in a Sephora goodie bag, which my parents also got me. Very grateful. And I've loved it ever since. I prefer to use a pink setting powder because it brings out my neutral tones. But first I used to use a yellow one, and that was just very yellow, obviously. So yeah, I've shifted to using pink and I love it. Okay, so next favorite is movie. My favorite movie is Moana from Disney. I just love the storyline. I love how it's about her in the ocean, you know me and my ocean. It's very calming. I love the animation style, the colors. I just love the Polynesian culture, and I would love to visit the Polynesian islands in the future. It's on my bucket list. I would love to go to Hawaii, Tonga, Samoa, Fiji. That's a Melanesian island. I'd love to visit. I'd also love to visit New Zealand, Australia. Just that side of the world is on my bucket list, travel bucket list. Next favorite is TV show, and my favorite TV show is H2O Just Add Water. It's about mermaids. As you can see, I'm a very aquatic person. I'm literally even a Pisces, so I'm a water sign. My zodiac sign is a Pisces. And I'm born in March, so my birthstone is aquamarine. It's just literally all tying together. So H2O Just Add Water is a show about mermaids, and I love it. And it was made in the 2000s, and I grew up watching it, and I've recently started watching it again, and I just love it. My favorite dessert is ice cream. Ice cream for me could literally be a meal. I eat ice cream way too frequently. I don't even see it as a dessert. I will just eat the ice cream whenever I want to eat the ice cream at this point. I'm just going to use the Huda Beauty lip stain to line my lips. I'm really loving this skin tint. I'm glad that I bought it again. Especially since summer is coming up and I don't want my makeup to be too heavy. And I don't usually wear heavy makeup anyways, but the foundation can be quite heavy. You just want something lightweight. So that was Kiko Milano's Hydro Gloss in Fuchsia. And then now I'm just going to use any old pink lipstick. It's literally finished, so I need a brush to apply it. And I'm just going to apply it into the center of my lip. Because I'm black, I love two-toned lips, because that's how our lips, most of us have two-toned lips. So the top lip will be darker than the bottom lip. And I love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. And now I'm going to use e.l.f.'s liquid liner. Let me grab my eyeshadow palette for this. Okay, let's continue the favorites. Let me not forget. Okay, favorite place, the beach by the ocean. Favorite jewel, gemstone, is Paraiba tourmaline, and it's a beautiful aqua blue gem that is found predominantly in Brazil and Mozambique. Maybe one day I should go to Brazil or Mozambique to get a Paraiba necklace or jewelry, Paraiba jewelry in general, like lots of it. Because I have found some online which I'm definitely going to get. I need a Paraiba necklace and I need a large one. I'm a large pendant kind of girl. This pendant is so small to me. Like when it arrived, because I ordered it online on Vinted, and when it came I was so disappointed in how small it looked, because the picture that was posted online, it made it look bigger than it was. My pendants need to be at least 1 inch. I love a large gem. So yeah, Paraiba tourmaline. And that's what I want for my wedding jewelry. Next is animal. So my favorite animal, I love tigers and I also love dolphins. So land animal would be a tiger. I have a tiger tattoo on the side of my stomach. And then I love dolphins. They're my favorite aquatic animal, and I want to get a dolphin tattoo as well. My next tattoos are gonna be in places where only I can see them. Places where only I can see them, or let me rephrase my sentence. Places where if I want them to be on show, that's how you'll see them. So they won't be on show unless I want you to see them, is what I'm trying to say. So maybe like the inside of my arm or like my foot, like the side of my hip, something like that. And I also wanted to get a Kali Uchis tattoo, like a Kali Uchis related tattoo, so one of her song lyrics. But because I don't want, and I don't like the heavily tattooed look on myself, that's why I'm gonna get them in places that they will only be on show if I want them to be on show. But yeah, let me put some blush on, and that is the last step of my makeup routine. I think I should just own a jewelry brand. Honestly, one of my goals in life. I'm just gonna start mine again, but I don't know when. I don't know why I've been like putting it off, because I used to make jewelry from polymer clay, but I want like actual jewelry, like gemstones, diamonds, all of that, like metals. In the future, yeah, I'm not giving up. Not everything in life has to happen right now, so I can wait till I get the funds, till I get the money to fund my business. But yeah, that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.